Hi, my name is Jenna Kowinski.
Hi, I'm Melissa Kearney. I'm a third year in the Pre-PA Studies program, so next year I'll be attending PCOM for PA school.
And I'm a third year in the Medical Humanities and Biomedical Sciences programs, and we just arrived in Peru.
So this week for spring break, we're in Iquitos, Peru at the Rainforest Awareness Rescue Education Center, which is a mouthful, but it's in the Amazon rainforest.
It's also called RAREC for short, so that'll get rid of that mouthful. But while we're here, we're going to be working with a lot of different endangered animals and just kind of giving them the care they need, helping to feed them, and then doing different outreach programs to local children.
So stay tuned and we'll have more videos for you soon.
Good morning.
It's officially day 2.
We woke up, had some breakfast, and we fed Daniel.
He had a nice fish and he makes some fun sounds when he eats.
When he eats, he goes. We got our RAREC shirts. We're official volunteers. Last night, I thought it was going to be miserable sleeping because it's hot here. I cannot stop sweating.
Something just fell.
But
It wasn't
it
bad.
wasn't bad. We had a big fan, and the bed was pretty comfortable, even though it kind of like
Where your body
tacos
is.
you in.
I'm still kind of tired.
Yeah, that's still pretty good. One of our first tasks we had while we were here was to collect fruit.
Seems easy.
Easy.
But the trees are really tall,
A lot taller than you would think to get the fruit.
so you have to use a stick.
A
and you have
big
to,
stick, and you gotta whack it. Alyssa, when she had the stick,
I just really like to swing.
she got swing happy and she knocked down some type of nest. And then we were swarmed. I've never felt such excruciating pain
And it
all
was
over my body.
All at once, you just felt them
Like
all.
little tiny stings everywhere.
You
We're
didn't
fine.
even feel the bugs.
We put some cortisone lotion on it, so everything was okay. But
But,
you
like,
didn't
it-
see the bugs. You
It
just
was
felt
one of
them.
the worst pains of my life. Yeah, so we might be going on a boat tour today.
Hopefully, we were supposed to go yesterday, but it got moved to today. But if so, we'll be
Well,
jumping
zip it.
off of a bridge to swim.
Yeah.
So that should be fun. We're about to jump. Here we go. How are you doing? I don't know. 1, 2, 3. How's it feel? So good.
So last night we went to a Peruvian tradition called Carnival.
We really had no idea what to expect. A lot of people were talking about like this big event, Carnival, even our taxi driver. And we
Yeah.
thought it was going to be like
Some community-wide,
outside,
Everyone
like
outside
a
on the
big,
street.
like organized thing. And then we started going yesterday, and we took like an hour bus ride, and then took a tuk-tuk,
tuk-tuk, which is the
chariot
chariot
motorcycles.
motorcycle.
And nobody knew where it was, and we were talking
were
to each
so
other. We were like,
confused.
"Isn't this a big thing? Like, people should know where it was." And we finally get there, and we're in a backyard with like five other people. And there's a big tree in the middle, and at the top of the tree, there's like
Colanders, strainers,
like
measuring
kitchen
cups.
supplies, some
Which are the
toys.
prizes.
Yeah, and they're all tied to the top of the tree. And then all of a sudden, we have paint thrown at us and water dumped on top of our heads.
And at first we were like, what the heck?
like, oh my god. And then
We got really into it though.
we got into it.
We
We were
started
getting
dancing.
everyone. We were getting paint on other people. My hair is dyed pink from it still. I don't know if you can see in the video.
My elbow is green.
We can't get it off. And then you start dancing. As the night goes on, you start dancing around the tree, and each person has like a machete. Well, there's one, and then you take turns
knocking down the tree.
knocking down the tree. It's like a piñata, but to cut down the tree. It was really cool.
Bravo, 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 yeah, let's go!
We're currently in the otter enclosure trying to get Daniel to use his toy.
He really does not want to.
He's not cooperating.
Trying to get Daniel onto a boat. Usually with like my dogs, I just have to pick them up and put them where I want them, but he's very wriggly, if you couldn't tell. Okay.
He knows what he wants. So stay tuned. We'll let you know if we get him on the boat.
Bye.
Yeah. Come here. Come on.
Hey.
Good boy.
Nice.
We did it.
There he is. Hi.
Hi.
This week we're in charge of the bird on site.
If there's one thing I hate in this world, birds.
It's a one-eyed bird, and we have to carry it each day outside and back into like its enclosure and tie it up. It almost ran away today, which would have been amazing, but we found it.
So now I'm gonna go put it back.
So yeah, we're gonna watch Jen touch the bird.
You're gonna have to help me untie it.
Yeah.
Got another leg, right?
Yeah.
How do I feel? Awful.
Replanting the pond thing in the bird cage.
We're feeding the bird.
Just gave a manatee an enema.
I'm walking Daniel back to his other room for the night where he sleeps. And he's like a dog, so if you have a treat, he'll just follow you.
Hi.
It's day 3?
Maybe? But we just finished cleaning the manatee pools. That's why we're drenched in sweat. But we look tan.
Yeah. They clean the manatee pools twice a week just to make sure that the water is fresh for them.
It's usually on Wednesday, but we did it today because it was really dirty and nasty. And then the power was out, so we couldn't refill it once we drained all the water. But we got the generator running.
So we're back in action. This morning.
We had to feed the monkeys. Oh, no, before the monkeys. We're on bird duty.
Yeah. It's like hazing.
I hate that stupid bird. It's sitting in its food right now.
It's so stupid.
It has one eye, can barely fly, and it almost attacked her.
It tried to attack me. It started chasing me.
It had its wings out, and it was like, ah, and chasing her around his cage, but then she had to grab it. Just get him while you have him in the corner. His legs. Alyssa.
I'm working on it. Stop that. Stop that. Help.
It's not gonna do anything.
Oh,
Alyssa,
yeah,
get.
that doesn't do anything. How does it feel? So bad. Oh my god, it's moving.
And then we put it outside.
And I carried it to its outdoor location, and we have like this rope that we use to tie up the bird so that it doesn't like try to fly away.
It can't fly anyway, so
easily.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that bird
Jen
is done
broke
so.
the rope.
If that bird ever escaped, it wouldn't survive the day.
Jenna broke the rope, so I literally had to hold the bird for like 5 extra
And
minutes.
then it
while she
almost
figured it out
pooped on
again.
her.
Yeah, it almost pooped on me.
So then we tied the bird up.
I just hate looking at it.
Yeah. It's
But
rough.
it's safe today. It
Safe.
hasn't escaped at all.
Yeah, it's
Yesterday
doing
it escaped.
And we also had to take care of the monkeys again. And everybody's afraid of the one monkey. His name's Diego.
He's a capuche.
And I don't know why everyone's afraid of him. They're like, oh, he's dangerous. Nobody go in there.
Women can't go in that cage.
We go in there every day.
I guess we're not.
Today we were talking big game before we went in. We're like, oh yeah, like we could go in with Diego. Like we've never had any problems. And then he went in. So like you go into the one cage, and then it's like the girls, and then the boys are on the other side because like Diego's mean to the ladies.
I get it.
And so then.
Been there.
So then we opened up the door like between them to get into the boys one, and I was like staying in the girls. She was going into the boys today, and Diego just ran in. He's into the girls now, and we couldn't get him. We had to lure him back into his cage with oatmeal. But we got him. I would say it was pretty impressive, though.
I would say so.
I'm gonna do it.
What are you gonna do?
Right off the bat, I'm gonna take this bird and I'm gonna put it away. Let's go, baby.
I know. Yeah. Let's go. What are you about to do?
I'm taking my kid to bed. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Daniel. Come on. Oh. Come here.
I like otters.
So, yesterday I got attacked by an ocelot. And it was probably the most terrifying thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life.
It literally jumped on her back and wouldn't let go.
So they warned us that the ocelot isn't too kind. It gets playful, but it's like a wild animal. So like when a large cat gets playful, it like
It's not the same.
bites and scratches. I've got a couple battle wounds. I don't know if you can see it because it's dark, but they said if it starts to get playful, you just put your finger in its mouth and it'll suck on it because it like thinks it's like a bottle or something, and it like sucks on it like a baby would. And so I'm trying to put my finger there, and it grabbed onto my glove, starts ripping my glove, won't let go of me. And then let me tell you, ocelots can jump high.
This thing was climbing up the whole entire cage
It was
to
leaping.
get onto Jet.
It was leaping up, and Alyssa's outside. She's panicking because she doesn't know how to help me. The other volunteers like also crying because she also got attacked. And so then I was like trying to play it cool, and I think I might have thrown the ocelot.
She was rough. She roughhoused that ocelot.
I knocked it over, but they said it was fine. It was okay. I didn't hurt it. It was like a normal thing because then the one of the workers came, and because we still needed to feed it, so she came and she also was manhandling
Grabbed it.
the ocelot, so it was okay.
Just like its mama.
Yeah, so I didn't hurt the ocelot. It hurt me mentally. Physically,
Emotionally?
I was okay. Mentally, traumatized. But I'll have you know, we just went back into the ocelot cage.
So calm. No problem.
I showed it who's boss. I shoved my finger down its mouth. It started sucking real quick. Alyssa hid the food.
Yeah, I ran right in and I ran right out. I was not taking any chances in that cage.
Today was a better day with the ocelot.
Yeah.
So Jenna, what are you doing?
I am making tamales for the ocelot's dinner. So we take raw meat, this is liver, we wrap it in banana leaves, and then we tie a vine around it.
And why are you wrapping it?
Because it's like a game. We hide it around their cage so that it's like they're searching for food on their own. In between our daily tasks of feeding all of the animals, we went on a nature walk for our research project that we're doing. Shout out to Mr. Wolbach.
Yeah, so what happened was we had one of the staff members here and another volunteer who both are like fluent in Spanish, that's their first language. They led the pack and they took the kids throughout. We told them what to say and like what to mention to the kids. And then...
But we just had them talk for us because we figured the kids would have a better understanding. But we basically took a survey before and after. There was 5 questions. The first 4 were just like multiple choice, ranking their opinion, and then the last one was open-ended. And we're going to compare their answers from the beginning and the end to see how they feel about the rainforest and if just taking them on a nature walk changed their mind. So come out to research day.
Yeah, because we haven't had time to look at the answers yet because then we had to start feeding the otter again. But
so
it'll be done before research day, so check it out. This one-eyed bird keeps almost pooping on me. Thank God it hasn't pooped on me yet, but I think that's
it runs away from her, it poops, and then she goes to grab it again and it poops again.
Like, I don't know how much one little bird can handle.
It's not a little bird. It is a large bird.
Big bird.
Big boy. But this bird is so irrelevant here. Nobody knows what kind of bird it is. Nobody knows what its name is. It's just this large bird with one eye.
Today almost got out. The rope that it gets tied on ripped.
Yeah, and we've almost let the bird out before, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't tie it tight enough.
Sometimes an accident, sometimes maybe not.
But, like, we notice when we start seeing the bird running through the property, you know? And then it's like, oh God, we gotta catch the bird, and everybody, like, circles the bird. But
it's
today...
a big ordeal.
Yeah, like, because you tie it, like, so if this was its foot, you tie it, like, around. And today, I go to get it, and I still see, like, the rope, like, around its foot. But then I, like, am getting closer, and I see, and it's just walking around, like, exactly in, like, where it would be able to reach with the rope. But the rope wasn't connected. It was ripped, like, not in half, but, like, with only, like, a foot.
And a half, maybe?
And a half, maybe, from, like, where it was tied to him. So that bird could have had free range, and it could have been long gone.
It went away, and it would have been so nice.
But it was so stupid that it still thought it was tied up. So it didn't even try to leave.
I had to grab the rope that was, like, still there while Jen picked the bird up by its feet.
Stop. Oh my God.
What? Really?
Freak out. It's about to freak out.
It keeps trying to face play whenever Jenna comes up to it.
Because it tries to run, but like when it has the rope, but this time like Alyssa was just on the other end of the rope. Like, once it can't go any further, like it extends its neck and then it falls and it's like faces in the ground. And it's like
freaks out. Its wings are up and you can't get it. Oh, I hate this thing.
Today I did good though. I grabbed that bird so fast.
She's been manhandling a lot of animals today.
I've been doing good. Daniel doesn't like me today.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why.
Into his cage, and Jenna was like, "Here, try to get a picture of me with Daniel." And wherever I would went, Daniel would just follow me.
And then when I tried to get him, he's like, "Like
yeah. He really likes me today. I'm his mama now.
Not me.
He
Maybe
imprinted.
tomorrow. Weirdo.
Stop. He likes me. Right now we're collecting these plants so that the bird can eat, and Daniel really likes to get in the way of things, so he's just playing. Stop scratching.
I'm not itchy at all. I'm
really
living
itchy.
life. Today, the ocelot and I became good pals. She missed it.
I did. I was chilling in a hammock. I'm not on ocelot duty, so.
Yeah, well, I'm not on monkey duty.
You like it. You get to go in with the capuchins and the spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you should like the ocelot also.
I was taking a me time. Maybe a break.
Whatever.
We have the same daily tasks. Tomorrow I get to give the tapir a bath. It's called
I'm
spa
so
time.
jealous. I've been taking care of that tapir all week, giving it food 3 times a day, and she gets to bathe him. But sometimes
A little brush out.
the tapir is a big animal. It's like a large, fairly
It's like
large.
wildebeest.
It has been known when volunteers are giving it its spa day, she gets excited and she jumps a little.
I jump
Sometimes,
too when I'm excited.
sometimes,
So I think I'll fit right in.
sometimes she'll knock him over, and I cannot wait for Alyssa to go face first into the mud.
Wouldn't be my first time, so
Also, we didn't have to take the bird out today. Well,
thank God.
we're
The
not
leash broke.
we're not confident if we weren't supposed to, but we told them the leash was broken. Nobody fixed the leash, so we
We just kind of kept it.
not our problem. Also, it's a
Horn
screamer, not a vulture.
So pretty close.
And they're gonna
Big
let it go
family,
soon, even though it has one eye. They're just waiting for its feathers to grow back, and they just found a place that has a
other
lot
horn
of them,
feathers.
and they said they're all just as
Horn
ugly.
screamers.
What did you just call it?
Horn feathers.
So there's this spider monkey named Diego. The spider monkeys are the largest monkeys here.
Diego is a young boy, so like he gets aggressive sometimes.
Yeah,
He's
you know, like
playful.
your classic teenage boy that gets mad at its mom.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's a new girl. The new girl breaks all of the rules. So she goes into the spider monkey one, and we were like,
Okay.
well, she went in once before.
Yeah.
But there was another girl with us who spoke Spanish, so she was able to like tell her what to do. But we assumed she would have
Just
remembered.
what she did. And she starts putting the bowls down, and then she starts moving them. Like
And
once you place it, you have to just
You
keep
just
it
leave
there.
it and you walk away.
Monkeys are smart.
And then she was picking up the bowls and holding them up and going like, ven aquí, like getting the monkeys to come to her before she put them down. But like, you don't want the monkeys there. Like, when they start eating, like if you're near them,
You just let them go.
you get
honestly,
away.
You
You
just put
get
the bowl
away.
down. It doesn't matter if there's a monkey near. Don't go to it.
Yeah, and then so she gets to the last one, and Diego's like lurking above. And I knew something was gonna happen. So he's getting closer,
And she's like, tell them to
and she's
come
like,
on.
ven aquí. And at this point the bowl's on the ground. So now he's like getting close to the bowl, and he's like going in for the food.
He's
and she
making a line.
she picks it up one more time. And Diego jumps on her. She like puts the food down, but then she's like still moving it.
I was like, just stop it.
And then so Diego
Just gets
starts,
mad.
he starts to like go towards the food again. So now he's eating, and he still has like his tail wrapped around her leg. And now she's eating, and she starts petting Diego like he's a dog, like really getting in there, scratching him, you know. And she's like, "Oh, good boy." And Diego
Lost
freaks
it.
out.
Lost it.
They're
Jumping,
jumping,
biting.
clawing, getting at her.
And
And
she
we're
starts
only
to
allowed to have
masturbating.
one person in the cage. But anyway, and she's like, get in here, like, help me. And we're like, we can't,
No.
because first of all, if we go in there also, none of us are getting out, because you need people on the outside to like open up the doors.
Yeah.
So that you can like swoop in and out.
And we're like, just move. Like,
And we're like, let's go. And now we're like, Diego, we're like clinging like our hands on the fence. And then eventually, like, the workers come running and they helped her. Well, like, nobody could go in, but like we were all calling Diego, and eventually he got bored.
gave Tapir a bath today.
Oh my gosh, we
She was
scrubbed her
loving it.
down, and like the director of the site told us, like once we start rubbing her, he was like, she's gonna go into like a hypnotic state, and we really didn't know what to expect because like a tapir is a large animal, a big mama. But yeah, she closed her eyes and she was like had her head up. She was like so excited. And then
literally a dog. She literally rolled over to one side.
If we all started rubbing one side, because it was us two and then Mirtha, then she started like leaning down to get that one, and then she's laying down and has her one side open, and then she like started to get up on her mud in her like cage. I got stuck. Mirtha got stuck. It's like
my whole
it's
boot
bad.
was covered.
Yeah, it like sucks you in. There's mud in
so
there.
bad too.
Yeah, and then so we thought she was just trying to get up, and she got stuck in the mud, and she just flipped over so to make sure we got her other side, but now it was covered in mud, so we had to start over to clean her. Honestly, when I got assigned to ocelot duty, I was pretty terrified because there's a lot of talk with this cat. I don't like cats. No, I don't like big cats. And this one has a mean streak. Rule number 1, don't show fear or hesitation around the animals. But this ocelot and I are loving it. Like, we're loving each other. We're pals, I would say.
Yeah.
So like she knows which finger like she wants. So like if I try to like stick my finger like this for her to like start sucking on my finger to distract her, she's like, she gets a little feisty and she's like clawing at my hand until I like put all of them out, and then she'll like choose my pinky one or like go to my thumb, and she like just switches around, and then she'll get tired of one hand and she moves to the other, and I'm like, okay,
I'm here for you.
I don't want to leave. It feels good. It feels oddly good on your finger.
Oh.
I don't know if you've ever had your finger sucked, but
Try it.
not bad. So we both decided to volunteer with Rare. Like, we've both done volunteer spring break trips in the past, and they were only in like America, so they were like nationally based. We both went to DC, and then last year I went to Queens, New York with Break a Difference.
I was supposed to go, but then I got sick, so I had to stay home.
Yeah. And so this year we really wanted to do more because we felt like, you know,
Break a Difference was a great program.
it was so great, and we were able to help so many people, but we wanted to do more, especially because like the things we were doing with Break a Difference, like volunteering in like homeless shelters or just hanging out with kids, like we could do that any day. Like, we don't need it to be like a spring break trip, and like we both volunteer like a good amount
pretty regularly.
So we were like, we want to take this week and do something that like we wouldn't be able to do on the regular trip. And the USciences Honors Program really focuses on like global learning and global citizens. And so we wanted to branch out and see where we could help. And we recently went to Iceland
last summer, and the trip was focused on sustainability because Iceland had a huge deforestation in their settlement, and now they're trying to like reforest. So that's like a huge initiative that's going on in Iceland right now. So we talked a lot about like geothermal energy and how to be sustainable while we were in Iceland, and our class like the semester we got back. And we also went to a place called Sedge Island in New Jersey that's like really sustainable, like no
By
toilets.
the way, check out that video for
16 minutes if you have the free.
So that really got us thinking about like the environment, and we found the website called Giving Way, and there's like boxes you could check off like what you want. So
It's
we
like eHarmony, but
volunteering. So we chose like medical, sustainable, global, and I think that was pretty much all that we clicked off because we wanted to do. Oh no, we also chose environmental, because like especially after going to Sedge Island and Iceland, like everything was so sustainable and like environmental friendly that we wanted to just continue that way of like living and helping. So this was one of the first ones. Actually, it might not have been the first one, but it was like when we both clicked on this one, we were like, this is where we want to go. Like, this is what we want to do. And I'm so glad that we ended up choosing this one.
It's been so much fun.
It's been so much fun. Like, I would never have thought I would have given a tapir a bath or let an ocelot suck on my finger. Like, that's just something that seems unreal.
Like this whole week has felt like a dream.
We've been taking an otter on walks.
On walks.
Like, who does that?
A wild river otter. And then today we had to go into the forest with machete.
That's how it's done.
What just happened?
Got bird poop on my fingers. Hi. We're about to head out of Rarick. It's about 5:30 here. We have a taxi coming for us at 6.
I really don't want to leave. I've had such an amazing time this week. I never thought I would fall in love with all the animals like I did.
It was so fun.
There's not a single animal here that I don't love. I even have some.
The bird,
I care about the bird.
We're acquaintances.
I care about the bird, especially because John and Kathia, the head directors of the site, they just told us they found a place where they're going to release it once all of its feathers come back. So
because it has a lot of other horned feathers.
Yeah, there's horned screamers.
Sorry.
But yeah, so there's a lot of horned screamers there, and they know where they're going to release it. And it's going to have a new family. So
I will miss our little morning dance.
I will. Yeah, I'll miss our afternoon dance.
I'm waiting for the last morning so that I can pick him up and take him outside.
How confident are you?
I'm really confident. I love this thing.
We have quite a system now.
We do. I feel like we really got a routine going here. And like we really set on our routine, and now it's just gonna not.
I don't know what I'm gonna do when I go home. I'm gonna be sitting in my room, and it's gonna be like 6:30 in the morning. I'm gonna be like, I have to go walk Daniel.
Hi, buddy.
I'm gonna miss it.
I'm gonna miss it so much. Feeding the monkeys, they're also cute.
I love the monkeys. That's what I'm gonna miss. Actually,
capuchins.
I think what I'm gonna miss the most is the ocelot. We had a rough start.
Mine.
We had a rough start. Daniel doesn't like me, so I'm indifferent to Daniel. But the ocelot and I had a rough start, but we're pretty cool now, and I like her a lot, and I'm definitely gonna miss her.
I'm gonna miss Daniel the most.
And right behind the ocelot, like I would say tied for first, if not like just slightly behind her, are the squirrel monkeys. They're the little guys, so cute.
I like the capuchins more, but the males are really kind of feisty sometimes, but if you catch them on a good day, they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, one of the capuchins escaped. I hope they catch her soon.
Leia. Which is really upsetting because then the other one, Tatiana,
it's
like
Tiriana.
really upset. Tiriana is so upset.
She gets so upset.
So one of the female capuchins got lost, and now this little baby is so upset.
She's so upset. We're trying to catch Leia.
We're trying to calm Tatiana down too.
We'll keep it posted. For the
Disclaimer,
record,
we did not let her out.
We didn't let her out. One of the workers let her
it
out,
was
and
not
now
us.
we need to try to find Leia. And this one's so upset. Where'd he go? Juliana. It's okay, baby.
It's okay.
And like she's scared of everything. Like on our first day, she got into the male monkey cage, and then she panicked because she didn't think like her actions through, and she sat in the middle and just screamed until like we had to go in and pick her up and bring her back into her side.
And she was still like screaming for
She was like
another minute.
freaking out, like she wouldn't let go of the shoulder. And so like you could have both doors wide open and she'd stay in the cage, but Leia, she likes to leave. But now Tiriana's by herself and she's lonely. I'm gonna be lonely after we leave when I don't have all these animals.
Oh, you still have me.